What's up, fellas? So today we here to talk about, should you call women out on their bullshit? Okay, so when guys find the red pill, you know, you learn so much stuff. You like, oh man, this is what they be doing. This is what she doing. And so the thing comes in is now you start to notice the bullshit. You start before you found me, you know, a girl pulled back and you like, man, what's going on? She losing. Now you know. Now you know it's all strategy. We do know sometimes it's genuine, they losing attraction. But for the most part, a lot of time it's strategy. Whether it's love bombing, or she's trying to get the power in the relationship, or she's testing your strength, whatever the case may be, it's usually a strategy outside of them really just losing interest. And so should we call women on their bullshit? No, you should not, guys. And I got my little list as into why it is absolutely pointless to call a woman out on her bullshit. Number one, guys, it tells women you've had previous bad experiences. Guys, you do not want to do anything with women that lets them know that other women have toyed with you. Because then they start thinking like, wow, well, it must be a reason why she toyed with him. Or it also lets her know other women saw you as not a priority, right? So when you tell women about other shit women done did to you, women know that means that they saw you as low interest too. And I put it to you guys like this. It'll be like a woman, and if I had women, you know, they were dumb and stupid. They didn't know no better. They told me how other dudes used them and didn't take them out. And so I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck should I take you out? I mean, you just sat up here and told me the guy before me, y'all dated for 3 years, and in those 3 years, he took you out 2 times. Why in the fuck am I gonna wine and dine your ass then? And he got it for free. Sign me up. Don't try to come over here and change shit now. Thinking I'm gonna wine and dine your ass. This motherfucker was fucking for free for fucking 5 years and took your ass to goddamn Applebee's for your birthday and Long John Steakhouse for your next birthday, and then y'all ain't go out no more. Now you want to come over here and want to go to Thai Downtown or Budokan. Budokan my ass. Don't come over here thinking I'm finna save your ass. So the same thing shows, guys. When I moved to Atlanta, I hired this moving company. And I said, I want this, and this done. You know, lay it out perfectly what I did. They actually called me 48 to 72 hours before it was time to move and confirmed everything I wanted done, right? I'm gonna get this, I wanna get that, I wanna take that to my sister, and then we moving down here. Conveniently, on the day of the move, they forget certain aspects of the move. Certain aspects, oh, we have no recollection of that. You didn't tell us that. So I have a bad experience with moving company because of that bad experience. What the hell you think I'm gonna do next time I hire a moving company? Send me that shit in writing of everything I goddamn said. When I turned when you move, you have to go take your cable box and the Wi-Fi thing back to that cable company, right? It ain't like giving it to you for a gift going away present. You gotta turn the shit back in. And I had a previous bad experience from turning that shit in years ago of them magically not having record of me returning one of my, I think, cable boxes, if I'm not mistaken. And I didn't have a receipt of it or whatever, so I ended up getting charged for it. When I turned this one in, the guy said, I can't process this Wi-Fi, it ain't scanning or something. I said, write it on a piece of paper with the rest of it and put your signature by it. Because I got a bad experience with that. So our bad experiences do come into play in our next experience, right? The thing with women is you can't show it or tell them because it lets them know that other women toyed with you or saw low interest in you or didn't treat you like an alpha. So why the fuck should I? So when you call a woman out, a woman is returning your text slow, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. You don't, hey, so am I going to have to wait another 4 hours for you to return this text? She's thinking like, he must be accustomed to getting his texts returned at a later time. Women must not take him as a priority. That does nothing but lower her attraction more because it lets her know women never see you as a priority. So it does. And when you're talking about calling women out on their bullshit, most of the time it's going to be reference to some kind of like not being a priority or some bullshit or, them not treating you like you're the priority. That's usually what you're saying when you're going to call a woman out on her bullshit, is you're not getting the respect you deserve. And so what you just told me is other women don't respect you. And y'all know women do everything. Women get a lot of their attraction from how other women see you. That's the, guys, you could be with a girl, meet a girl, and she could not even think you all that. She could think you a 5 or a 6, right? She's barely on the date with you. That motherfucker go out and see other girls sweating you all night. Now, she don't know it because she with you. She too dumb to realize that. So other girls see you with her, so all of a sudden now they giving you choosing signals and shit, and she see this, and now all of a sudden she starts to raise her attraction because she sees how other women view you. Okay, guys? So you don't want to do nothing because women take what other women feel about you as a pre-qualifier. Okay? So never call women out on a bullshit like that with your bad experience. The next reason, it makes you look jaded. Now, the difference between having bad experiences and being jaded is that we all have previous bad experiences, but we keep it to that situation, right? Jaded is when you carrying baggage. So if you're a guy that got your heart broken in the past because you fell in love with a quote unquote slut, a woman that you probably shouldn't have fell in love with, the difference is, do you carry that with you? See, that's jaded. Is when you carry your bad experiences with you. So a woman thinks like to herself, do I gotta pay the price for that motherfucker? I didn't break your fucking heart. Okay, guys? So in some things in life, you should be jaded and keep your guard up. Like that moving company, that's a bad experience. And whenever I use a moving company going forward, I'm going to get everything they said and write, or I'm going to record the phone call or something. That's not going to happen no more. Okay? But when you're dealing with situations like this, just because one girl was a piece of shit, you can't let that carry over into another girl being a piece of shit. And so the woman thinks she's got to pay the price for that. Okay? Y'all, a lot of you guys don't know, a lot of the situations you're paying the price for the guy before you, right? And what I mean by that is, whenever you run into a woman that's trying to make you wait 2, 3, 4 months and all this other shit, where the hell you think that comes from? She just read Steve Harvey's book and decided on the 90-day rule? Guys, that come from some dude got the draws and he dipped or he changed. Sometimes he don't dip, but maybe he was nice and sweet and, flowers and dates and stuff, and got the ass. And now you can't get this motherfucker to take you out for shit, or he disappear altogether. You're paying the price for that motherfucker. That's why I don't let a woman make me wait, because it tells me two things. You don't either find me sexually desirable, or I got to pay the price for other motherfuckers before me. I don't want to pay the price. I want to go off of me, not the last motherfucker who got your drawers and disappeared. You judge me by me. See, now you jaded. All right, you done fucked the fuck boy. And so going forward, every guy after him got to pay that price? Hell no. Okay, guys? So that's the situation with that, is that now if she could think that you're jaded, that you're angry. The thing is, guys, you can't be jaded at women. Women know that they're fucked up. Women know they have their ways. when you act like you're jaded, what she thinks is you can't handle women. Women know they are they are fickle, guys. They are emotional. They're fickle. They are just like cats. They'll be all over you one minute and distant the next. And so you got to know how to take women as they are. That's who they are. All right, guys. Until a woman is emotionally attached to you, she's going to be hot and cold. Only time I don't see women when they get hot and cold is when they're emotionally attached. But until you get to that point, women are hot and cold. So it does no good to call her on her bullshit because that's just the way it is. They get distant one minute and they lovey-dovey the next. All right? So you don't want to do nothing to let women know or feel you're jaded. And I don't want you guys faking this shit. I don't want you to be jaded at women. All right? I don't want you to be jaded at women. Because women are who they are. All right? They are not like us. They're not, they're not honorable and all this other. And they're not loyal. And, I know men are fucked up too. I don't want to sit up here and act like men are fucking angels. Men got their flaws too. Now, I can sit up and start making some goddamn men videos too. Men are far from perfect. Shit. Far, like I told you guys before. You better worry about Jim over goddamn Tasha. All right? Shit. Hypergamy hurts. Jealousy kills. Men got their bullshit too. So women know that they're fucked up, right? And so they look for jadedness because women pretty much know you. Some woman probably done did you dirty in the past, right? They know that. But they don't want you to let that linger on and let those bad experiences carry on. Okay, guys? So you don't want women thinking you're jaded. All right, next, guys. Women respond to, not just say women, people respond to actions. All right, not admonishments. So if you see your dog pissing on the floor, right? Pissing on the floor. And you say, hey, you're pissing on the floor. That dog is going to look at you, wag his tail. He don't care about you admonishing him. What the fuck you? He don't even look at you laughing, wag his tail. He don't care. Because he don't respond to admonishment. You calling me out. Yeah, I'm pissing on the floor. What you going to do about it, motherfucker? All right? So you can't expect women to, you call me out, you come to work, I'm your boss. I say, hey, you're late. You're going to look at me like, yeah. And if there's no actions behind it, if I'm not going to get written up or something more than, hey, you're late, what the hell? So when women are not treating you right with respect, they respect actions. So when a woman is not acting right, you give her less of your time. And if she values it, if she don't value it, she don't give a fuck. You give her less of your time, you're going to see less of her because she don't give a shit. But if she values it and you giving her less of it, she's going to act right. So you calling her out on her bullshit, say she flaked on the date and you're like, oh, so you must got another guy you're trying to see or something like that. Or let's say she flakes and she wants to hang out with a friend and you're like, oh, well, I would never flake on you. That's not right. That's not the right thing to do. That's disrespectful of my time. And what you gonna do about it? Women respond to actions, not calling them out, not pointing the finger, none of that bullshit. She don't treat you right, give her actions. She flakes on a date. On the next time y'all supposed to see, now you got something to do. So let's say y'all see each other every Saturday. She flake on this Saturday because whatever, some bullshit. Next Saturday, I'm going to the Bahamas. But you ain't going to the Bahamas. You guys gonna be out in the backyard throwing football to your goddamn, or frisbee to your goddamn dog. I got better things to do too, honey. That's what women respond to. They don't respond to, oh, that's disrespectful of my time. I would hope that you would Respect my time. They don't respect. Fuck you. Look, he mad, girl. He mad. He mad. He power, girl. That's how women, they get on the phone with their girlfriend. Girl, I called Mark and he mad. He mad. That was disrespectful of my time. They don't give a fuck. Now, when she see you cancel the next date because you going to the Bahamas, she'll know. Oh. And she might try to call you out on it. Oh, so you want to cancel our date because I canceled last week? She might call you on that bullshit, and then you get on the phone. Hey, Peter, she mad, dog. She mad. Goddamn right. You don't tell her that. You say, no, I was already planning on going to the Bahamas. I just hadn't told you yet. No, I don't do tick for tack. That's what women respond to, not you calling them out on it. Number 4, the next one. It could let a woman know you're watching a dating coach. Guys, this dating stuff now, pretty much everybody is kind of, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people are studying this stuff. And so when you let a woman know that you're studying a dating coach, what ends up happening is she already know that you're going to have some preconceived notions, right? So I had a girl recently, and this is why I think that I'm always going to be ahead of the game with this dating shit over these other dating coaches, right? Because I'm still in the game. Like if I had a girlfriend and I left the game, I think the quality of my content would greatly diminished, right? Because a lot of this shit that be going on, a lot of it is recent. Like this was recent. I just had a girl who I tried to set a date offline, met online, shitty pub time. And she gonna send me back, oh, well, I would appreciate a more formal date. If a man really wants to see a woman, he should take her somewhere better than that. And I immediately said, she's out. Because I already knew she's been studying. She's read some kind of dating book. Because guys, a lot of you guys don't know, the number one thing that female dating coaches teach women is to get an investment from you, which is a monetary investment. Get that investment. The name of the game, guys, is investment. You have to get her to invest. She has to get you to invest. That's the way it goes. Women invest emotionally with sex and stuff like this. Here, men invest, everybody invests their time, but men are investing money and women invest their bodies or sexually or whatever. That's their investment, and men invest their hard-earned money. We're both investing time, so that cancels each other out. So you want to sleep with her because once you sleep with her, she's more in line to pursue you because you've gotten her investment from her. And if she can get, good dates, expensive dates, dinner dates from you, you're more in line to pursue her because now you've invested money. Of course, if I took you to 3 nice restaurants, you think I don't want some ass? You think I'm just going to throw that away? You goddamn right I'm going to pursue till I goddamn get a return on my investment. So that's why she wants the more formal date. Not because she want a T-bone steak or anything like that. She want me to invest. And immediately I said, I'm going to pull away from this because she's going to be structured. And whenever you guys fuck with a woman that is structured, what has happened is they have a game plan, a strategy. They're not just following their feelings. So when you fuck with her, and for all you guys say, well, hey, MS, how can we tell a woman following a playbook? The number one way, guys, is she never call or text you first. If a woman, especially when you're on a date with a woman and you can tell this woman has high interest in you, but she's not texting you good morning or stuff like that, she's following the playbook. She's listening. She done read some dating coach or watching some female dating coach because that's what they teach them. Let the man do all the pursuing. It's not natural for a woman to come out the womb and to not pursue the man. You say, hey, man, well, that's masculine energy. She should not be calling you, asking you out. Yes. But if you don't think it's a feminine energy for a woman to want to bond with you and say, good morning, how's your day going? You bugging. No, you're right. It is masculine energy for her to ask you out, but it's feminine energy for a woman to want to keep the communication in between dates. If you went out with a woman on Saturday and you text her on Tuesday or Wednesday to set the date for next Saturday, guys, that's not natural for a woman that likes a dude to not want to hear from him or communicate with him in between that week, other than when you set the date. So you know she'd follow the game plan, unless you have, doubts what her interest level is. But I'm talking about for my guys that the woman has high interest in you by how she's on the date and how she's feminine, playing with her hair and shit like this, but she's not contacting you in between the date. She's following some dating coach game plan. I'm telling you that right now. And when I run into women like this, that one really don't bother me that much because I know I eventually get her because that don't cost me anything. But when I run into a woman that want me to invest into these dates, I'm out because I already know she's going to be too structured. And I already know in my head, she already know she's not going to give me the ass to X amount of dates. And usually guys, when you run into these women that are structured like this, it's not going to meet our deadline of 3 or 4 dates. That's what I've seen. When I run into these structured ass women, you usually not going to sleep with them within our deadline. Our deadline is absolute deadline is 4 weeks, which is approximately 1 month. All right. So that's what I've seen. You can do what you want to do. But as with women, when you let women know you've been studying dating coaches, it goes back to what I was talking about, your previous bad experiences, and you went out seeking help and stuff like this. And this is the thing, guys. We all kind of look for to seek knowledge and stuff like this right here. The thing is that you don't, even though we all have that, we all, for the most part, look for answers and stuff like that. You don't want women to know you that guy. You want women to think that you're the alpha guy, that you never had no issues with women. I know it's stupid, but it actually raised their attraction. So you don't want to do nothing to make them think that you need a little help with women. Okay? All right. So I actually had to come clean on this a couple of times when girls that I've dated that know about me being a dating coach and stuff like this asked me how I got into it and stuff like this. And I begrudgingly told them, well, I was following, I ran across other dating coaches on YouTube and that inspired me to get started. And they're like, well, how did you find them? And I'm like, well, they popped up. I was watching some financial videos and some fitness videos, and they just popped up on the screen, and that, that's what started. But the point being, you see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to admit that, I want to improve my game. You see what I'm saying? I was like, oh, it just popped up on the screen, and I just accidentally touched the button, and it came on, whatever, right? So that's the whole thing. I don't even want them to know that I was trying to get better with my game. Okay, guys? So that's what I'm talking about. All right. Next, guys, she's just going to play coy or victim. Guys, when you call women out on their bullshit, all they gonna do is play victim and throw it back at you and talk about what you ain't do. That's all they fucking do, guys. That's all they gonna do. So what's the point? You think she's gonna say, you know what, dear, you're right. I should be more respectful of your time. On second thought, I'm not going to cancel our date on Friday night. I'm going to see you because it's the respectful thing to do. That's not what she's gonna do. She's gonna play victim and how you're not understanding and how she needs space from time to time. And it's not always about you. Why everything's got to be about, that's the one. That's their card right there. Why everything has to be about you. It's not always about you. She has other priorities in her life. And for whatever reason, she's canceling or returning your call the next day. It's all logical and you should be understanding. She's not going to own up to it. So what's the fucking point? You're just stressing yourself out for nothing. Women don't take accountability for nothing they fucking do. It's all your fault. It's your fault that I'm canceling the date. It's your fault that I'm angry today. It's your fault. It's raining today. It's your fault. My car wouldn't start today. It's your fault. I have cramps today. Everything's your fault. So what's the point What does it serve? Women are the king of playing victim. It makes no difference. So I don't see the point of even getting into that when you know that that's what they're going to do when you get in this situation with women. It's your fault. Nothing. Next, guys, it does not raise her attraction. Showing that you're the smartest guy in the room does nothing for her attraction. What you think he'll do? Call her out and her pussy gonna start to get wet all of a sudden because you're smart and you understand female nature? No, it actually lowers her attraction because it shows that her ways are getting you emotional. So when you call a woman out on her bullshit, essentially what you're saying at that very moment, I'm mad at how you're treating me, and I have to call you on your bullshit. I want you to please explain to me how that raises any woman's attraction. How does it? It does not raise any woman's attraction, guys, at all. It lowers it because it shows she's gotten you emotional. Because if you wasn't emotional, you wouldn't care enough to call her out on her bullshit. So it's counterproductive. Next, guys, it makes you look argumentative. Guys, this is what women do. This is how women create arguments, by calling you out on your bullshit. Guys, this is not checking a woman for doing goofy shit like texting on her phone. That's not calling a woman out on bullshit. Calling a woman out on her bullshit is when she's doing something like not putting you first or canceling dates or returning calls, shit like that. That when a woman is doing something like texting on a date or texting with you and stuff like that, telling her to put her phone down that's checking her. But when you say something like, you probably texting some other dude or some bullshit like that, see, now you're going too fucking far. All right, guys? You don't want to make yourself look argumentative. Women start arguments with us like that. So this is like almost getting into your feminine energy a little bit when you call them out on their bullshit, because it's like you're looking for confrontation. That's what women do to get you emotionally invested. For all you guys that think why women like to start arguments because they want to get you emotionally invested. This is why you don't want to do it. This is feminine energy, confrontation and all this other stuff, this verbal confrontation. All right, I'm not talking about defending yourself confrontation. You're supposed to be, that's masculine energy. But this argumentative bullshit where you confronted her on her bullshit, it makes you look argumentative. Guys, if you want a woman to be attached to you, you want her, when she thinks of you, you want her to think of positive things about you. That makes her want to get back to you. When she think of this dude, gets on my fucking nerves. If you guys have ever dated a woman that's argumentative, love to call you out on your bullshit, are you dying to get back to her and see her? Are you at the date counting the hours to go see her? Hell fucking no. You're thinking to yourself, I hope this bitch don't get on my fucking nerves today. Do you want her to think of you that way? Do you want your woman to be at work, or a girl you're dating to be at work and she's supposed to see you on Friday night? Do you want her to be at work Friday morning thinking, oh man, this dude, I hope he don't get on my fucking nerves today with this bullshit? This is how you get flaked on. You want her to be happy. So if a woman is like texting you back super late, 6 hours, 7 hours late, or, she flaked on a date or stuff like this, do you think her thinking of you as an argumentative person increases that? It actually makes it worse because now she thinks of pain in her ass when she thinks of you. You want to be the easygoing, smooth, rational guy that doesn't rattle. That's fun to be around. That's what's going to make me want to, not flake on dates and return your texts and calls sooner. not being an argumentative bitch. So it serves no purpose there also, guys. It makes you become this toxic person, not to be around. Next, guys, it can make you enter a state of paranoia. So if you are going to deal with women and you're going to be jaded and carry on and stuff like this, women aside, it'll make you paranoid. I'm not paranoid of women because I know what women are and I take them for what they is. And when I see disrespect or them not treating me with the respect, I pull my attention back. That's what I do. I'm not going to call you on your bullshit. I'm not finna be paranoid. If she losing interest today, oh, I ain't got time for all that bullshit. When a woman is not acting right, I'm just going to pull back until she come back and show me more effort. That's it. I'm not walking around studying how she's acting today. She put the water bottle on the table today. Does that mean she losing interest today? Yesterday she texted me back in an hour. Today it was 3 hours. She losing interest. Listen, man, I ain't got time for all that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. AMS, I ain't got time for all that bullshit. I'm not gonna be walking around in a state of paranoia, worrying about women and calling women on their bullshit. This is it. This is the bottom fucking line, guys. Either she's acting right, she gets my time, I pursue properly. You not, I pull back until you show me some effort, and then the thing can totally dissolve. It don't make me no never mind. I'm not finna try to make you, teach you, and all this other bullshit. Either you want to act right or you don't, guys. That's it. So I'm not finna, this ain't got nothing to do, this is on your mental health right now. I don't want you guys walking around being paranoid about some girls pulling back and this, I got to call on this. She flipped the pillows over today. Is that she losing interest? Is that disrespect? I ain't got time for all that shit, guys. I ain't got time for all that bullshit. Next, guys, even if it works, let's just hypothetically say you call a woman on a bullshit. Even if it works, what does it tell you? It tells you she sees you as a beta. Now, guys, do not confuse beta with beta male provider. I think everybody automatically assumes that, hey, if she sees me as a beta, she sees me as a beta male provider. Beta is lower than a beta male provider. Now, seeing you as beta does not mean you don't have resources. It just means that she don't need your resources, or that's not why she's with you. When a woman is with a guy that she perceives as a beta and the resources have nothing to do with it, that just means that you're better than being lonely. That means that she just looks at you as a time filler. A beta male provider is someone a woman values because, if nothing else, for his resources. So there's still a certain level of respect that we have to give a beta male provider because we want the resources. In other words, the women that Puffy or Diddy deals with, they have to give him a certain level of respect because we still want to have access to the resources. When women sees you as a beta, you're the bottom at the totem pole, and you might have resources, but she don't care about your resources. Maybe she's don't care about money like that, or maybe she has her own money, whatever. But she just looks at you as something to do. You don't want to be with a woman who views you as a beta. I tell you guys all the time, as a beta male provider, you don't want to get in a relationship with a woman, but there's still a certain amount of respect that she has to give you because she wants to have access to your resources. So she still has to act somewhat right. Now, she ain't going to be lusting over you. Her pussy is not going to get dripping wet. And yes, you might have to use the KY jelly to get her wet. All that, we'll get all that. But she still got to respect you because you don't want to lose the resources. Yeah, you want these resources? I bet you better behave. Now, you do got some beta male providers that a woman don't got to respect because they are in total scarcity. And that's a whole nother, I'll talk about them another day. Now, you do got those beta, but some beta male providers, you're going to respect their ass. You're going to put some respect on their name. Yeah, they might know that you with them for their money, but you're going to respect them. Yeah, you ain't going to disrespect them. They know what time it is. Yeah, bitch, I know you with me for my money, but you gonna show me some goddamn respect. You ain't gonna disrespect me. You ain't gonna flake on no dates with me. So you don't wanna be with a woman who views you as a beta because she's not gonna respect you. She doesn't care. Guys, guys, women are not fun to be around if they don't have a certain level of respect for you. Right? They have to. They just not fun. They not fun people to be around if they don't respect you. They're hell. So if a woman views you as a beta male, you just a time filler. You just better than nothing right now. In a lot of this situation, these times right here, guys, this will be when a woman just got over a heartbreak and she'll pretty much just take any guy that come behind him to take her mind, help take her mind off him. She's not going to respect you. So I don't want none of you guys to be with a woman that views you as a beta. I don't want none of you guys to be in a relationship with a woman who views you as a beta male provider. I'll fuck a woman all day who views me as a beta male provider. I'm not gonna get in a relationship with you. Cause what the fuck I want to be in a relationship with a woman that don't love me, that's just only with me for my resources. I'll fuck you off of that. But goddamn, can you touch my knee? Can you make me feel good some days? Can you make me feel loved some days? They incapable of doing that. So that's the situation with that, guys. Even if it does work, it doesn't work because you're with a woman that's basically viewing you as a time filler, and you're not gonna ever feel like you're gonna feel like you're gonna have to constantly remind her to show you love and affection. That's a better way of putting it. You're gonna have to constantly remind her it's not natural for her to show you, intimacy and stuff like that. You gotta remind her to kiss you once a month or to touch your hand once a year. Who the fuck wants to deal with that bullshit? All right, guys. So that's the issue with that, guys. So no, we should not call women out on their bullshit. You show them action. And I'll get back with you guys next time.